You're under arrest for breach of data protection.
Right.
Yeah. You don't have to say anything when questioned. Yeah. Under arrest for data protection. Oh my God. There we are.
You going?
And just passing, so I thought I'd have a quick look.
Go off, it's private property. You can't film here.
Can't film here?
No.
Why not?
So we're asking you not to film.
Alright, but that's I just wanted to have a quick look, that's all. Can I go around and have a little look? Just before I go then, is that big steel bit there part of your building?
So I'm not at liberty to tell you that.
You're not at liberty to tell me that? Okay, because it's just that, right, okay, so...
I'd like to leave, please.
Whereabouts is your boundary? Where can I film from?
The highway.
The highway?
That's where the boundary is. Public highway.
Public highway over there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Well, what I'll do then, I'll just let you know, when I saw this steel building here, I thought, I don't know if it's part of this part, but what it looks...
Filming now?
Yeah.
You mind not filming, please?
Why is that?
GDPR, I don't want to be on your camera, so if you stop filming, please.
So GDPR?
Yeah, data protection. I can't give you consent to film. So I asked you to stop filming and leave, please.
But you don't have to give me consent, do you?
You do, yeah. Filming somebody without their consent under GDPR is against the law.
GDPR? Does that not apply just to companies though? I thought that just applied to companies.
Would you like to stop filming, please?
Not really. I just came to get the beauty of the place, really. That's all. Just, yeah. Well, is there anything you can tell me about the place at all?
Yeah, I can ask you for your name and address.
My name and address? Can we have your name and address?
No, you don't need to. You're already filming when you shouldn't be.
What's your name and address? Oh man, right, okay then. Filming when I shouldn't be. Do you know what me up to the boundary then? Whereabouts is it? Sorry, the main road. Is it just this? Oh, there we go. Just to let you know, I only wanted to let you know, I'm going to take a drone over to do some shots from the air. That's all. I'm going to take a drone over and.
You won't do.
So say that again.
So you won't be doing.
I won't take a drone over.
No, you haven't got permission. It's private property. You can't.
Do I have to get? Who can I get permission from to fly a drone over?
Stop filming, please.
I'll just ask that one last question because I am going to fly it over. It's just that.
You to stop filming, please.
Right, okay then. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I am going to fly the drone over now. I'm going to just take off.
Oh, you know.
Content creator arrives at a tech firm intending to capture drone footage, expecting nothing more than a routine shoot. However, the situation rapidly intensifies as employees and later local support officers step in to challenge him. What begins as a basic task soon unfolds into a clear example of poor handling and misunderstanding. Allegations related to privacy laws, monitoring, and data use start to surface, eventually leading to an unexpected detention. This sequence offers a detailed examination of how authorities respond under pressure, raising questions about whether their interpretation of legal boundaries is accurate.
Right then guys, I think we're picking it back up because more or less immediately a guy's coming out now. What we'll do is we'll have a quick chat to him. We are on public land now, so there's no recourse.
Can I see your licence?
See my drone licence?
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Flying it over our facility, I need to see your licence.
You don't need to see my licence. Why would you need to see my licence?
Property, and we've got intellectual property on that facility.
I'm about to take it over now.
You're not taking it over.
I'm definitely.
Phone the police.
Don't phone police. Come on, that's silly, isn't it? Just for a bit of drone footage.
Yeah.
Come on, don't be silly. Come on. Got two of them now.
Stop filming as well.
But, come on, don't be like that. Come on.
You've been asked politely 3 times.
You're at 999 in that, are you? Oh, are you kidding? Ring 101, that'll take ages or 101, won't it? But so I'm going to take it off soon, but don't be like that, come on. Guys, I think he's phoning the police, that's crazy.
We've got a gentleman filming with a drone. He's got no drone licence, he won't film his drone licence, and he's flying it over now.
I've got no drone licence. This guy is like funny, isn't he?
And he's actually filming us. It's Hotel X-Ray 5. 9 Juliet Road.
Now we've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got here, look. Right, we've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got here, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out as well, look. We've got the truck coming out
just pulled up on a push bike or whatever and he's stood at our facility.
Let's see if the police set this guy straight. I think the police are going to tell him to go back to work. So, get back inside your property and go back to work.
The employee's response marks a clear turning point in the situation. Emergency services via the 999 line are meant strictly for urgent, life-threatening incidents. Contacting that number over someone recording footage from a public sidewalk does not align with how it is supposed to be used. It diverts essential resources that could be needed by individuals facing real danger. Now that law enforcement has been contacted, the situation has escalated significantly.
Filming our facility, that's what I say. It can't be on 999 now, can it? I mean, if he's taking up all this resource, this is trillion in, I believe, Ireland. This guy has been on 999 for, I mean, it's got to be nearly 5 minutes now. There might be like fires or like ambulance service needed or something. This guy is just like been on 999 from Trillium for like 5 minutes. That's crazy, that. Still on the phone to 999. That is crazy, that, isn't it? 999 for a man with a Camry.
No problem. Alright, thank you very much.
Right, sounds like he's had his advice now. Probably be popping off back into work. There he goes. And there he goes. When they've got back inside, we'll take the drone.
Okay, police are on the way.
Police are on the way. Oh no, that's crazy. Right, I better be quick with this drone then, aren't I, if they're going to come and get me. Oh man. Well, what a response that was. This is Trillion. Or Trillium. And off he goes. Right guys, what I'll do, I'll get the drone up now. We need to get these shots in, and when the police attend, if they do, then we'll have a chat to them as well and see what they've got to say about all this.
This situation seems to reflect an improper use of emergency services. The main consideration is whether there is an urgent risk to life or property, or an active offense taking place. Someone recording from a public area generally does not meet those conditions. Even so, the operator is required to stay engaged on the call, meaning those several minutes could delay assistance for a genuine emergency. The question now is how the officers who arrive will deal with it.
Do you know the rules and regulations to do with filming cameras?
Do I know what, sorry, the rules and regulations?
Rules and regulations to do with filming.
Filming?
Yes. Well, I believe you've been
That's what I'm doing now, so obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know them?
Do I know them? Of course I do. Of course I do, yeah.
Okay, do you want to tell me then what you've been doing?
I'm not going to tell you anything that I don't need to tell you.
Right, okay.
You've just come here and just accosted me for nothing.
Right.
We've got guys out there shouting through, he needs to
Right.
delete that footage.
Yes.
I need to delete my footage.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
There are basically 3 rules with filming. Very similar to the use of CCTV. Yeah?
Here we go, come on. Come on, cops plane.
If you're filming yourself, you can do what you like.
Ooh, yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, you're filming me, you can do what you like, I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
More than welcome to. Okay?
Yeah.
If you're filming a private space, so if you are filming, well, initially if you're filming a public space, you can do, but you need to be willing to show that footage to whoever asks. You also need to comply with the Data Protection Act, which means that you need to be willing to delete that footage should they ask you to. Yes?
No, yeah, you've got that all wrong, honestly.
No, I haven't.
Of course you have.
No, I haven't, because it's
Who's
to do with
covered by data
Protection Act.
protection, right?
Right.
Can I just explain that? I'll tell you that. I'll let you on.
Yeah,
I'll
go on
let
then.
you know then. Yeah.
Go on then.
Data protection only applies to businesses. It doesn't apply to individuals. There you go. Look, that's your first mistake. Yeah.
It does apply to individuals, and if you're saying it only applies to business, that's a business, and they've asked you to delete it.
No, I'm not a business
So
though,
you-
so I don't have to delete it.
Right, you do.
The PCSO.
As a community support officer arrives, the atmosphere quickly becomes more strained. A fundamental expectation is that those enforcing regulations have a clear grasp of them. The officer asserts with confidence that anyone recording in a public space must present their footage when asked. In most cases, that is not an obligation placed on private individuals. This misunderstanding from the beginning creates a weak basis for everything that follows. Let's see how the situation develops.
You're talking rubbish on the camera.
Ask you to.
You're talking rubbish on
Because
camera.
otherwise,
Yeah.
no, I'm not talking rubbish, because otherwise, what you're doing is surveillance. Have you got a ripper? Have you applied for a ripper? Do you know what a ripper is?
A what, sorry?
A ripper.
What's a ripper?
A ripper.
No.
A ripper is the paperwork to allow you to do surveillance, which is what you're doing with that.
I'm not doing surveillance, that's silly.
are doing surveillance.
I'm doing aerial
Recording.
photography.
Yeah, which is surveillance. Form of surveillance.
Can you identify yourself, please? Because
Yep,
you just
I'm
walked
Charlie
up to me.
Oscar 82. I'm
And
PCSO.
yourself, lady. Thank you very
Yep.
much.
Okay. So what you are doing is surveillance. You've just said you're taking photographs. Yeah?
I haven't said that. I've not
Surveillance.
confirmed anything.
Right, that's a form of surveillance. You're telling me that you're filming, that you've filmed over there. That is a company. They've asked you to delete the footage of what you're filming there, of what you filmed there.
I won't be
Are
deleting.
you refusing to do so?
Well, obviously, there's
Why?
nobody. I'll tell you what. I'll let you know
Right.
then. I'll let you know the law, that, yeah.
Right.
Only a court can make me delete that footage.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. So you can't delete it. You can't ask me to.
Right.
Well, you can ask me to, but I don't have
There
to.
is a government ombudsman that deals with footage like that.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can take you to court,
Oh,
certainly,
God. Yeah.
and they will prosecute you, and they will fine you, and it is hundreds of thousands of pounds, because it's the same rules and regulations that we use for surveillance.
All I would say is, good luck trying to get £100,000 out of me. I literally haven't got
if you don't pay that,
£100,000.
then it's potentially a prison sentence, then, isn't it?
Ooh, prison.
The officer's statements are now drifting away from any solid legal footing. The relevant framework here is a Regulation of Investigatory Powers Act, which is designed to regulate surveillance carried out by government bodies. Suggesting that a private individual taking photos must comply with those provisions is inaccurate. These powers apply to public authorities engaged in covert monitoring, not to members of the public using a camera. Raising the possibility of imprisonment over data protection concerns tied to filming in a public place appears to go well beyond what the law supports. The question now is whether the situation will escalate even further.
I don't want to get in prison.
Well, I'm asking you nicely, will you delete the footage that you filmed over there?
You can ask, can't you?
I can ask.
I've not confirmed or denied whether I'm going to delete the
Will you
footage.
delete the footage? Please.
What would you do if I don't delete the footage? I'm going back over in a minute. The drone's going back up in a minute.
Okay, well, potentially we can get officers here to arrest you and take you away.
Arrest me for what? Go on, listen,
Right,
what
for
law?
breach of data protection.
That's not. So, you're under arrest for breach of data protection.
Right.
Yeah. You don't have to say anything when questioned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Under arrest for data protection. Oh my God. Come on. What are them pink things on top of your radio? Anyway, I'm really interested in that.
Charlie Oscar 82. It's just an identifying marker.
Nice. I'm really interested.
Yeah, Charlie Oscar 82. I'm with the gentleman here now up on Huddersfield Road. I've spoken to him. I've explained the Data Protection Act and different regulations filming. I've asked him to show the footage. He's refused. I've asked him to delete the footage. He's refused. Is there an officer that can come and deal with this, please?
Nice. This officer will come out and he'll say, "Let him do it." Because I'm gonna fly over again in a minute. Honestly, I'm gonna take that drone up, fly over again. Because I haven't finished the footage. I only stopped because you guys turned up.
Well, why are you filming? Why are you filming them in particular? Can I ask, please?
Coming past, saw it, thought it'd be a really interesting building.
Right. And they've come out and asked you not to film.
Yep.
And why have you then carried on?
Because I wanted to.
Right. Because you wanted to.
Yeah, I tried
So
to.
not because of any other reason than you just being deliberately obtuse.
No, I'm not being deliberately obtuse.
But you are.
I'm not being deliberatally obtuse at
Okay, well,
all.
I've explained to you the rules and regulations and how it works and what's expected of you, and the fact that you have responsibilities as someone who is filming, and you're refusing to abide by those.
I don't have to abide by those. Can I just say, you're talking nonsense.
I'm
You
not.
really are talking
I'm
nonsense.
not.
When the actual police officer gets here,
Yeah.
if I bother waiting for him, I might just get the footage now and drive off on my bike.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This marks a defining moment of the entire encounter. The basic standard is that an arrest can only be made when there is reasonable suspicion of a clearly identified offense. Here, the PCSO staged attempt to detain someone over an alleged data protection issue comes across as performative rather than lawful. In situations like this, data protection regulations do not normally justify an arrest. Acting in this way calls professionalism into question. The focus now shifts to how the other officer will respond.
Oh, I am, so there you go. Told you were talking nonsense. This lady here is quite smart. She's really smart. Because she stood there, she answered a word. She probably knows.
Yeah, not a problem. Well, I've explained to the gentleman about how it works with, as far as him actually kind of filming and how it's impeding on other people's privacy, and how they've asked him to delete it, and that is technically an offence that he's committed there.
Technically an offence that I committed. This guy.
Yeah. So there we go, sir.
Technically an offence.
Well, it is. It is an
Are you
offence.
going to go now so I can finish my drone footage?
No, I'm not.
You're not going to go?
No, I'm not. No, you seem to be enjoying filming me, so.
This is crazy. So, are you going to waste police time just by standing here?
Yeah, because you're intent on doing that, so.
I'm not intent on wasting police time. I'd like you to go so I can finish my drone footage.
Well, I've asked you to delete the footage, I've asked you to show me the footage, you've refused both.
Yeah, because I don't really want to.
Right? And you've not even explained yourself as to why you don't want to.
I just don't feel like it.
You don't feel like it.
Yeah. Like, what did you have for breakfast this morning? Why did you have it? You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. And as I say, you know, you don't feel like it, you're being completely obstructive. You know, I've been completely reasonable with you, I've spoken to you politely.
Can I just explain to you the situation, right, from a high level point of view, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So go on then.
I'm stood in a public place.
Yep.
This is a public place. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm filming from a public place. I'm flying my drone from a public place. I'm abiding by all the drone laws.
Right.
I'm abiding by all the filming laws.
Right.
You guys have come here telling me I'm committing an offence.
Yep.
And now you stood there and you won't leave.
Right.
And you've admitted that you're going to stand here wasting police time.
Right. Okay.
Crazy. We're in a really crazy situation here.
At this stage, the officers continue reinforcing their earlier mistakes. The expectation is that law enforcement provides clear and accurate guidance, rather than giving a distorted version of the law. The female PCSO's assertion to the constable that a technical violation has taken place is troubling. At the same time, the male PCSO openly stating that he intends to remain purely to interfere with the filming raises concerns about whether his actions are justified or an appropriate use of his role.
I don't have to and I don't want to.
Right.
I've got more footage to get yet. You know what I mean? I've literally got, I'm running out of time to get all this droned over. I've got some other places I need to get to.
As far as it goes with the privacy laws, rules and regulations, if you filmed somebody and somebody asks you to then delete it, you have to be willing to at least show them with it and explain why you're not going to delete it, and explain to someone in authority.
Under what law? That ends the conversation, doesn't it, really? Under what law? If you explain to me the laws that require me to do something,
Right.
if you explain to me the law that requires me to do something, I will do it. But I know the law, so...
Right.
This guy's back again now, look, having a little word with the lady. So, trying to get me into more trouble, probably. And look, listen, it's filming, she's been filming on our property. This is a bit more interesting now, but thank you for your attempt at
That's
explaining
okay, sir. I thought you were going to stay and talk to my colleague when he gets here anyway.
I'm going to stay and talk to your colleague, yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
because your colleague, right, has no power over me unless I'm committing a crime.
Right.
That's true. Like, he has no jurisdiction over me. Oh, hey up, here we go. And Van as well. What law are you going to arrest me under here? You've got to be really careful. this guy'll probably know a bit more about it, won't he? Hopefully this guy'll be a bit more reasonable.
Okay, I've been perfectly reasonable with you.
Hi there, how you doing, mate? I'm hoping you'll be a little bit more reasonable than these guys. These guys are trying to...
Footage he's refused. I've asked
He's asked to see some footage. Yeah.
PCSO's closing remarks continue to reflect the same pattern of incorrect information that IN general. There is no overarching law that forces someone to hand over or erase recorded footage. Without a clearly defined legal authority, neither a private individual nor a PCSO can demand such action. The auditor stands firm as police constable arrives on the scene, setting up a decisive moment. The key question now is whether the constable will repeat the same mistakes or provide a clear and accurate understanding of a situation.
I'd rather not say, but I plan to.
You plan to?
Yeah.
Right. Do you have permission to fly over there with it being private property?
What permission? This is what I've just been through with these guys. What permission do I need?
It's classed as private property there, so it's classed as trespass.
It's not classed as trespass. If it is classed as a trespass, if I were flying low causing a nuisance, that'd be a civil trespass.
It is a civil matter, you're right.
That would be a civil trespass. So I don't know why you guys would be getting involved. But if I fly it high, it's not classed as a trespass. You know, if an helicopter flies over, you don't class it as a trespass, do you?
I don't think there's any sort of minimum horizontal distance anywhere with drones anymore. I think it's changed.
Exactly.
You probably know more than I do, to be honest.
Yeah, I reckon I probably do. So yeah. That's why I'm still here. Because let me just tell you this, right? I'm not stupid, right? If I were committing a crime, I would have been on my toes now on that little bike, and nobody would have caught me. But I'm not committing a crime. That's why I'm still standing here. I just want to prove to everybody that I'm,
I don't think you have committed a crime.
Excellent.
You should be in handcuffs.
Exactly.
However, I've got to try and work with you.
Yeah, you can
so
try and work.
in terms of when you fly a drone in public, like you're doing now, you can film anywhere. Nobody can stop you. You can start to film what you want, which isn't an issue. However, once you cross over the border into sort of where factories are, it's private property, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's no.
How would you feel if somebody encroached into your private home and started filming you?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's residential. So if you
it is, but it's still private.
If you fly over somebody's residential house and you're like looking in the windows or something, that's covered under privacy laws. But if you're flying over like a business or something like that, just getting some aerial footage and whatnot, there's no.
You're supposed to seek authority from them first, really, because it's their private property.
Well, that's an opinion. That's not a fact.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's a fact. It's private property.
No, because I tell you what, then.
It is a civil matter. And it is trespass.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, as soon as you've been so nice to me when you come over, you kept your distance or whatever, I'll let you know, because I know a bit more about you than the drone laws, yeah? Basically, I can fly over there with this sub 250 drone, I can fly over the private property, and that's because they do not control the airspace or own the airspace. The Civil Aviation Authority controls and owns the airspace, and there are no, I checked before I launched, there are no controls in place over this airspace here.
Right.
So, for instance, prisons and airports, there are controls in place.
You're right.
Yeah. So you can't fly over them because the Civil Aviation Authority says you can't, and it's actually a crime to do that. Whereas the airspace over this facility here is not owned by this facility. They can't tell me whether or not I can fly something over or not. It's literally owned and controlled by the Civil Aviation Authority, and there's no controls in place.
To prevent any issues.
The constable's arrival brings a noticeable shift in tone that a key indicator of professionalism is whether an officer focuses on calming the situation and confirming the facts before taking action. In this case, the constable begins by asking appropriate questions about the drone's weight and the operator's identification, demonstrating awareness of the applicable rules. His composed and questioning manner reflects a model approach to policing, standing in clear contrast to what unfolded earlier.
Have you finished for today?
Nearly. I have got a little bit more. When these two arrived, I had to stop filming because I just wanted to have a quick chat with them just to make sure they weren't going to jump me out.
I don't really do that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I just thought I'd just.
Well, we're not those type of people.
Yeah, good. That's really good.
We've got a job to do. If somebody raises concerns, we've got to come and speak to them.
Absolutely, yeah. What you'd be best off doing, just nipping in and just telling them what he's doing is completely legal. That's what I would tell him. I would literally, that would be your job today. You'd literally just go in and just say, look, I know you might not like it, but what he's doing is completely legal. We haven't got any jurisdiction. The guy's not committed a crime, so we don't have any power over him. Basically, I know.
I say I've not got an issue with you.
Yeah.
The only issue comes when you're flying it low, whatever else.
Yeah. I mean,
as far as I understood it, if it's private property, you're not allowed to fly over unless you've got permission.
Yeah, I think we've got a bit of a better attitude than these two PCSOs. Are these PCSOs here? I think. I think they're just a bit I don't know, it's telling me things about things that I can or can't do.
I'll suggest in future, if you are going to look at doing stuff like this, that's an issue, isn't it? As long as you speak to the people first, and it avoids an issue, doesn't it?
I did, and I think.
Who did you speak to from there?
The guy that just came out. Basically, what I did is.
You spoke to him beforehand, or?
Yeah, I spoke to him before I took off. So I went. I literally parked up, got my bike parked up, filmed the sign over there. He came out. Another guy came out. That guy came out with him. Straight over to me. What you doing? What you doing? I said, I'm filming. He said, you can't film. I said, I can. So anyway, what I did is I came off onto the public land, took my drone off. He says, I've come over, I've caught police. I says, oh, you haven't wasted police time, have you? He 999'd it. He were on phone 999 for 5 minutes.
A lot of people get upset by it.
I know, but that doesn't mean you can.
It definitely sounds for a lot of people it is an invasion of privacy, isn't it? Because they're doing the job, they don't want to be bothered by stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's their opinion, isn't it? That's their feeling as well, isn't it? So it's just it depends what you can do under law, doesn't it? Basically, I follow the law.
Okay. So if they want to pursue you for a civil side of it, for trespass or whatever else, I don't know where you've been before we got here. I'll advise them they can do that. As far as criminal offences go, I can't see any, so you won't be detained or arrested by us or anything.
Oh, that's excellent.
All I do is speak to you and just say, look, avoid issues, try to speak to people first.
Excellent, yeah.
Not upsetting them and causing issues where we get caught.
Excellent. Well, it looks like you've diffused the situation here, the police situation. They were getting a little bit. I was getting a little bit worried that you were going when you came in van as well, because when they come in car it's not so bad, but when you pull up in a van that means you know you've a potential to be in back of that, haven't you? If it comes that turns up.
That's just what we're trying to do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I prefer to be in car.
Excellent.
Right, are you getting on your bike now and going, or?
I'm just going to finish the drone shots.
What began as a routine filming session quickly escalated into a tense encounter involving law enforcement that in the end, the constable's measured and professional approach brought the situation under control. However, the incident leaves us with 3 important takeaways. First, recording in public spaces is usually permitted under the law. Second, PCSOs have restricted authority, and their understanding of legal matters may not always be complete. Third, placing unnecessary calls to the 999 emergency line is a serious concern, as it diverts critical resources away from genuine emergencies. What are your thoughts on the staged arrest carried out by the PCSO? Share your opinion in the comments. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. This material is intended for educational purposes only and should not be taken as legal advice. Always refer to local law for guidance.